So I'm at Darwin Falls. It's on one of the outermost areas of Death Valley National Park. So I'm gonna say Darwin Falls. I'm here because it's middle of the day. I do not plan to do any shooting until later this afternoon for the evening at Mesquite Dunes. So I had a choice of going to one or two places, and I decided on Darwin Falls. It is a very long, windy drive, even from stovepipe wells, and obviously not one to break down out here. No cell service. From the trailhead, it's a 1 mile hike to the falls. So I brought my camera gear. I have no idea what the lighting is going to be like down in here. But this is a bit of a scouting mission and a bit of, hey, let's see what the park has to offer in the not so popular areas. So I'm getting closer to Darwin Falls. I wish I could describe to you the fresh air. It is a different type of fresh air than I'm used to in Ottawa. Of course, it helps that right now it's January, Ottawa, it's cold, snow, so there is no greenery in Ottawa right now. Well, I guess except pine trees. Even though it's winter here in Death Valley, it's basically the equivalent of spring in Ottawa, so it is quite enjoyable, just the hike itself. And quite honestly, as I said, a very diverse part of Death Valley, way different compared to what most people will see and experience. Whew. Just had a little slip right behind me here. I guess between all the crap I was walking through in the stream, lost my footing there. So no major injuries, a little pry hurt. I have to be a little more careful coming back through. All right, so just finished photographing Darwin Falls. Whoa, careful not to, pardon the pun, fall myself again. Trick is, you know, there is a trail-ish. Is it well marked? That's debatable. So some key things. I'm in here around, I believe it's about 11 o'clock. Maybe 11:30, I have to double check, but all to say is midday, this is in shade, which is good. And the amount of rock crawling over some rocks right now. So it's perfect. The only filter I used was my, polarizer. I didn't even need to use neutral density to slow it down. I think I was shooting around f14, f16. Look, got a 2-second timer on there for most of the shots. Did some landscape orientation and portrait orientation shots. one of the, besides not breaking a leg here in Death Valley, one of my goals for 2019 is to shoot more portrait orientation shots, both when I'm photographing landscapes and portraits. Now, I will say, I kind of wish I'd come here earlier in my trip. But as a note, coming here to shoot landscapes during the day is a really good decision. It's mostly shaded, and there's interesting things to photograph beyond the waterfall. So there's something up here I'm going to photograph, pass it on the way in, but primary objective was Darwin Falls itself. And now there's a stream that's obviously being fed from the falls. So I'm just leaving the second location. I didn't walk you through it while I had the camera up, but a couple compositions. Last composition was kind of down here, framing the stream with all these reeds in the center back, left and right front. There's some shots that were up a little higher and whatnot, and I had some portrait shots as well. I'll turn the video on after that. But anyways, nice little stream. This was also surprising. Did not know it was here. All right, so as mentioned, packed up for my second location, which you pass on the way into the falls. But I want to hit the falls first. So now I'm on my hike back. So the one nice thing about there in the back of trail is you do get to see things from a different perspective. And well, obviously in different light. So it is about 11:30, and I've been going here for about 70 minutes. So that's the hike in, doing the photography up the falls and at this other location. Gotta be careful. This might be where I fell earlier. Not in the stream, but on a rock. Anyways. So, I will admit this is a very interesting area. Assuming I do come back to Death Valley as I planned. Okay, this is not the way I want. I'm going to pause you here for a second. All right, so when I came through, I went up and over, but it was a bit of a steep decline. So this time I decided to go around, but there's one spot where if you're not careful, you're going right into the stream and it's deep. So, anyways, pause you there just for a second to safely make it through. So, as I believe I was saying, we'll see where I cut this. So, assuming I do come back to Death Valley, which I do plan on doing, there's things I didn't get to photograph due to the shutdown or just some closures. So, this is where I have to be careful. There are a lot of horse mines, landmines here. I believe this is where they corral them. So, anyways, this place has some beauty that the rest of the park does not have. And we're back in sunshine here. So it's going to be quite interesting for when I say, yeah, here's a photo of Death Valley, and I post a waterfall. And they'll be like, what the? Yep. And it wasn't a trickle. It was a nice little waterfall. So it was an interesting hike to get to. So heading back to the car, and then back to Stovepipe Wells, and then we have some lunch, and then prepare to photograph the Mesquite Dunes. will admit, when I was driving here, I'm like, okay, this is longer than I thought, even though I Google Maps giving me precise directions to get here. I'll try to take some shots on the way back, but you basically go from sea level up to 5,000 feet and then back down. So you go over a mountain, so which in itself isn't a problem, just as when you're coming down the mountain, all the zigs and zags to descend. More interesting, let's put it that way. And then I turned on to the gravel road to lead to the falls. It's a 3-mile road or thereabouts. It is not the best of backcountry roads, but then again, I'm in general, a city slicker, so I don't take my my car on these type of roads generally. So anyways, I made it here. Glad I came. And what's nice is, yes, I ran across a few people, but there's no crowds. Because it's so far away from the main area of Death Valley National Park. It's on the outer edge, so which makes it nice. It's a beautiful day. It's about 12 o'clock now. So I think I got about a 45-minute-ish drive back to the hotel. I'm going to have probably snack in the car here. Make sure I rehydrate. And then, get back there for prep for the Mesquite Dunes. That is the afternoon / evening plan, is to shoot those and work the scenes there. Because it's clear skies, so hopefully we get nice shadows and the contrast on the dunes. So looking forward to that. Shot there the morning of day 2, the first full day here. It's very overcast, so there wasn't much I think I got there, but we shall see. Sometimes things that look great on the back of the LCD screen aren't the best on the computer when you go to edit it, and sometimes it's the reverse. You get an image up and you're like, ooh, that's a little better than I thought it was, and let's go with this. So we shall see. I purposely did not bring my laptop, already lugging enough weight around. So I did buy a portable hard drive that has an SD card slot on it. It's from Western Digital. So that allows me to back up on the road. So that's what I've been doing every night, just in case. Hate to come all this way and lose the images. So, car corrupt, something happened. So anyway, I'm backed up as of last night. I'll back up again tonight. So I will have what's on the SD card plus that portable hard drive. So anyways, we're getting close back to the trailhead. Like I say, have a little bit of lunch, rehydrate, and then the drive back to the Mesquite Dunes.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. There are more to come. So please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.